It's not me that's the problem, it's everybody else, obviously.
Again, it's not my fault, it's their fault.
And that way I escape all blame. I mean, this is amazing, right?
Well, hello, fam. It is your boy, Kerry West. I'm at a motel, and you can pretty much see the whole room with the 14 mil, minus the luxury masturbatory quarters here. But we are in Glenwood Springs of Colorado for about 2 nights. This is my view. It's very blown out outside, as you can see. It is about peak colors in these neck of the woodses. Glenwood Springs, it's sort of in a valley, so actually not a whole lot of leaves have changed here yet, but that's okay. But I'm here for 2 nights, and this first night, which I better be getting going here pretty soon because it's about an hour away from here, unfortunately, and I got here much later than I thought I would, and check-in was an hour later than I thought it was. So it's called Rifle Falls. It's a very popular spot. I don't feel bad sharing that online because it's very highly searched. It's one of the best waterfalls in Colorado as far as I know. I've never been there. I don't know what kind of colors we're gonna get there, but I've been wanting to go there for a long time, so we're gonna go do that. Maybe we'll sneak into the park after dark and try to get some moon shots. It's not a full moon anymore, but we're gonna have a bright moon tonight that I think would look really nice in the waterfall. So I better get what I need and get the hell out of here because I'm running out of time already.
Well, stop number 1 on the 2-day trip, which is Rifle Falls, and I've already fucked up kind of a lot. Of course, it's a state park, so you gotta pay to get in. There's nobody in the pay station. I don't know why I didn't think about it, because I've run into this problem many times at state parks and national parks. If there's nobody there, you have to have cash. And it's fucking 2023. $10? Who has $10? I don't have fucking $10. I don't remember the last time I had $10 in my wallet. You know, instead of blaming myself, I'm gonna blame the entire Colorado government, because that's just a much more reasonable thing to do. And that way I escape all blame. It's not me that's the problem, it's everybody else, obviously. I'm not the crazy one, it's all of you guys that are crazy. So it's not too terrible. I don't think I'm really supposed to go in there without paying, because you're supposed to pay $4 to walk in, but there's nobody there, so if I get kicked out, I get kicked out. But I had to park in what looks like a free parking spot. I fucking hope. If I get a ticket, I'm gonna scream. Now I'm just walking the maybe 1/8 of a mile back down the hill to get into the park. I think I can hear the waterfalls already, but it's quite beautiful out here. A lot of brown. What looked like we might get a good sunset might be getting snuffed out, I'm not sure, but with waterfalls, that's not too big of a deal. But the way that these waterfalls are set up is it's sort of a cave, which is really cool. It sort of reminds me of some of the waterfall photos I've seen in Iceland. So hopefully we get some light that'll make it pop a lot more if we can get some golden hour light or some color in the clouds, as always. So for now, I'm just gonna try to get my ass down there. I was gonna try to make it cinematic, but I'm not walking with the gimbal this far, so you guys will just have to look at something else that's beautiful. Is this cinematic enough for you guys? What if we just do the rest of the video like this? Oh wow, look at all the nice foliage. Oh, I found the first waterfall. Neat. Quite more majestic than I thought it would be, and I can already see some telephoto compositions down here. As you can see, it's quite beautiful. Apparently, if we go up and behind, there's some caves to explore, which is fantastic, and I would like to get up behind some of the falls and shoot out. About 2 hours before sunset, so we should have plenty of time. Let's hope that we get some light, but if not, I'm definitely gonna pick out some scenes with the telephoto and try to get something a little bit more intimate. There's a lot of really cool patterns in the green behind the waterfalls that I should be able to pick out with the 100 to 500. So I brought the Osmo, obviously, but the Osmo requires a little cage for it to be able to be mounted like a GoPro, and I didn't bring the cage, so I have no way of mounting it to my chest or anything because I'm an idiot. I drove 200 miles and I didn't bring a piece that I need. So anyway, I've been kind of messing around with some just little snippets of compositions. I don't know that I love anything yet, but it is nice how soft the light is for now because all I need is a circular polarizer to get a little bit slower shutter speeds and just close down the aperture a little bit. And the polarizer is really helping to bring some of these greens out. Very pits, and there's a whole extra area to explore down there too. I mean, this is amazing. I don't know why I haven't been here before. A super ultra wide shot looking out. If we can get some sun coming in, I mean, you couldn't really ask for much more. I'm not entirely sure what direction we're even facing right here, so I'm gonna have to pull out photo pills and see where the sun is gonna go if we get any sun, but it's looking like we're not, but I have a sneaking suspicion that that is west. So if we do get sun, it'll be coming from hopefully that direction. So it's definitely very wet in here, as you might imagine. No, that's east facing. Oh, that's kind of a bummer. Oh, we're calibrated here. So it looks like this is actually a much better place for sunrise. I don't think sunset's gonna be a very good option here. I might have to come back here in the morning. I don't think this is going to work. Come down to the other side now. I was up in that cave right back there. Now we're down on the other side, and the sun is going to be setting back over there. So we won't get any direct light at all for sunset. I think I've decided to come back in the morning, which is like 45 minutes back and forth, but I think it'll be worth it because the sunrise is over here. And we'll get direct light shining through the water from behind the cave if we get light in the morning. I'm hoping that we do. But there is still obviously a slight chance that we'll get a nice sunset, in which case it doesn't really matter where we'll be sitting. If this sky lights up, then it's gonna cast color on the whole scene here. So we won't really need direct light at that point. And so far there is a strip of blue sky that way. The sunset's back over here, but I'm hoping that there's also blue sky over there. We just have to wait and see. It's only about 5, sunset's about 6:49 p.m. So far it's looking a bit promising, but we won't know until we're there. But until then, I'm gonna hang out here. It's nice and comfortable, I got water. And I actually like this side a little bit better. There's lots of nice textures over here that I can maybe zoom in on with the telephoto and maybe pick out some of those. This place is fantastic. There's just so many options here. So I'm gonna start taking some of these. polarizer is just essential. Sometimes the shine on the rocks is really nice, but other times using the water as the brightest part of the image is much better than having sky reflection. And as much as I hate this overcast, it really is perfect for this kind of stuff. A good way of doing things, I was having trouble out at 500 millimeters. I could see the shutter shock happening for each photo I was taking. So I decided to just set it to intervalometer mode, time-lapse mode basically, select my shutter speed and stuff like that, and then actually use full electronic shutter, and that just completely fixes the issue. As long as you're not doing super short shots, electronic shutter should work just fine. I think I've landed on a composition I'm mostly happy with if we get any light. It's already looking quite nice out there. So basically, I've tried to go down here and kneel in the water, and it's just so annoying being down there. There's not really any good foreground anyway, and my camera's just constantly wet, and I don't think I have enough towels to keep drying it off. So I came up here and I actually kind of found this. It's just, I thought maybe it would feel too weighted to the right, but actually having this line running down into the corner from this corner, it looks really nice, I think, and having this grass as a foreground works really well. And when I'm shooting at f14, it's not really too big of a deal. I shouldn't have to focus, stack. Everything is pretty far from the lens, and we're shooting at 14 millimeters. So I think this looks really nice.
What was originally very beautiful to look at and made me very excited to take these photos, this mist that was rising from the waterfalls due to there being 3 of them, actually turned out to be kind of a pain in the ass in the edit. It made it very difficult to get a solid sky selection, so I ended up faffing around quite a bit, trying to get a difference between the foreground and the sky in order to do exposure changes independently. But I think it kind of worked out. I just sort of emphasized the left side of the frame, and I emphasized that mist a little bit to create a nice soft glow. And while the colors didn't really happen, I still do really like this photo and the soft light we got. This was really the only good wide shot I got on the first day.
It's looking like we're gonna have slightly more clear skies tomorrow morning, so I think the chances of some direct light on the waterfall is gonna be much higher then. And then maybe right after we take some shots from behind, then maybe we'll try to make our way up there and see what we can get. So that's the plan. Good luck to me, everybody. Good luck to me.
That took way too long to get back here. But we're back here at the Chateau de Kelly West, my suite, my mansion. I guess Rifle is a pretty terrible town when it comes to road design. They have a bunch of roundabouts in a town whose population probably doesn't really necessitate it. They haven't really seemed to catch up to roads yet. It took me about 45 minutes longer to get here because I kept missing turns. Again, it's not my fault, it's their fault. But anyway, I'm gonna eat some food and try to get some sleep because I gotta get up probably around 4 a.m. and try to head back down to Rifle Falls again for sunrise and hopefully get some better images. And then we got some other plans for tomorrow afternoon. So I will see you in the morning. Thank you guys so much for watching part 1 of my little trip to Glenwood Springs here in Colorado. Make sure to check out the next video because it has all of my favorite photos. I just really wanted to get this one out. I took a lot of photos on this trip, and unfortunately, day 2 I didn't do as much video, but I got a lot more photos, so I wanted to sort of evenly weight these videos a little bit, so there's a little less photos in this one and a little more video and vice versa. I would really like to get back to weekly uploads as soon as I can, but right now it's just not possible. It's just so hard working a full-time job plus doing YouTube. So just know that I'm uploading as much as I can, and I have some cool stuff planned, but unfortunately I just can't pump it out as fast as I was a couple years ago. But on that note, until part 2, if you'd like to see another time I went and dicked around out in Colorado nature, click right here. Malcolm, I was hoping that having your face here would throw off whatever algorithm this is. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to see the next video.